Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia, and more specifically in Kamloops, BC. So welcome to my YouTube. Make sure that you're subscribed down below here and you hit that bell and you get notified immediately. Remember also that I need to know if you are on here, so if you can just let me know if you are on. And also, if you're joining me possibly through my my Facebook page or my Facebook group, welcome. Remember, anybody that's on Facebook, if you're wanting to go back and see anything, when you go back into your Facebook after 30 days, it won't be there. So you would have to sign into the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and you would do that through your Gmail account. So welcome to my Mystery Wednesday. This is where I give 3 clues and we create a card, and I'm using new stuff again, and I love being able to use new stuff. So that is a fun thing for me to be able to do. So and then I'm going to kind of put a tiny little bit of other things involved in there as well. So let's see. I'm going to go, I do see that we do have somebody on YouTube. And just make sure that you do come in and you do say hello. Yeah, and we'll go from there. Let's see. I don't know if this is what we do here. No, let's just leave that like that. Awesome. So the clues today are summer, beach, and bright colors. And I know I'm kind of using something that I've got, that I did get in the pre-order, but a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy seeing how this works. So let's go down to my desktop here. And this is, oh, I should have gotten, not going to make you go a little bit dizzy. But here is Notes and Totes. This is a fantastic bundle if you like making 3D projects. But we're not going to do a 3D project today. We're actually going to do a card today. And we'll see how it turns out. Hello, Michelle. Hello, hello. Hello, Janice. All right, so this Notes and Totes is a bundle. Remember, when you do purchase a bundle, you save 10%. Now, this is part of with the new annual catalog, and that's going to go live on May the 6th. I have lots of projects that I have to get done ahead of time, so you're going to see a lot of those projects in the meantime. All right, so this has, it's 12 stamp sets, and they're photopolymer stamp sets. They have some really neat sayings on there. I like how it's kind of gears towards giving it as a gift. And then on the dies, look at these dies. My goodness, there are 20, no, not 25. Don't know how many are in here. Anyways. Oh, there's 17 dies in here. Like, there's ones that have amazing wood like a fence. This has a toad in there. We have some shells. We have some hearts, and actually sunglasses. And then we got water bottles, and we've got lotions, and yeah, and lots of fun things that we can go ahead, and we're going to make this particular card using this. All right, so like I say, it's going to be like a beach. This is kind of making me think of my retreat, because that's kind of like that's my theme is days of summer. But honestly, I'm not using, this is pretty fiddly. So, all right, so to me, I wanted to use something that was quite neutral. This is bright. It's going to be bright colors. Like, to me, bright colors are anything brighter than the neutrals and the subtles. So I'm going to be using like the strawberry slush, and we're going to be using some of those colors. So those are bright to me. But this designer series paper is the Impressions in Bloom. Or no, it's Impressions. What is it? I'm going to get the name of it. It's the Thoughtful Journey, this designer series paper pack, and it is not retiring. It has gone, hello, Laura. I'm glad you made it home. I'm shocked that this is in the catalog. I'm shocked that it's not retiring because it has that wild wheat color in there. But that's okay. Now, I thought I'd go with a really neutral type back on here. So I went with soft sea foam, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it at 4.25. And let's go in and fold that right into the mount and use our scoring blades. And I'm just going to move these off to one side. And this cut down to 4 by 5.25. And you can kind of see that it does look like a beach, that sort of stuff. So by the time I'm finished with this, it's going to look more beachy than what it looks right there. Now, my thought was to use this, which is the tote. So let me just, no, you know what? First of all, let's go in. You know how you see those beaches, and they're more like a California type beach that are all, they're, well, what are they like? They're, anyways, they have those, they're kind of like partial fences. And I think they're like a sand barrier is what they are. So I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. And I'm just coming in, and I kind of wanted to do not, I know by going less than, you know what, I'm just going to move it over just a tad. If I don't like it, I don't know what I'm going to do. I am having a good day. What about you? Oh, you had a bad fall yesterday. Oh, a little bit. Oh, be careful. Oh my goodness, that's something you want to be so careful of, Michelle. So nice. Lorraine and I got to meet Michelle in person. Michelle used to be part of our International Stamp Camp design team, so it was so nice to meet her and her husband. And yeah, so I'm just going to put this here. Now, originally when I looked at this fence, I thought to myself, ooh, I should maybe do it like a whitewash. And then I thought, you know what, a lot of times when you see these fences on the beach there, is you see them where they're like a white fence. So I'm just going to do that. Yes, speedy recovery is right, Michelle. So I'm just going to, like I say, put this on here. We're just getting, now I do have, I have the, yeah, I can do one more. I've cut out a lot of this stuff already, so let's just do this. We're just going to put this up here. And then, and you know what? It should almost be not even straight, right? Because those fences are wind blown, and so they're not even straight. This one looks a little too straight, but that'll be okay there. Now I'm just going to put this across here, and I probably should have had it going up and under and everything else, but I didn't do that, so oops. So let's just put this along there, and I'm going to cut this part off, a little bit of this off, and this is just going to go about there. And then I think I could put this down below, and I'm going to do it kind of on an angle so it looks like it's blown. I have this visualized in my head, so I'm hoping that it turns out okay. In Kamloops, we don't have beaches, so there we go. Now, what I have here is I have this piece here, which is like the beach bag. So I want to show you. I want it to have a bit of depth to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually cutting off the bottom of this beach bag. Now these do form together, and they form really cute beach bags. they're fun. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to get a good score line on there. And you can see this is my bright color. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to grab this particular stamp and I'm going to go and I am going to stamp on here. Now you know what? I don't want it to be too obvious, so I'm going to actually do it with the Versamark. So let's just come on here and we're just going to stamp these flowers on with Versamark. I'm not heat setting it. Just like this. And then it's going to show as a pattern on this beach bag. And we'll just put one there. Oh, this was a stamp set I know, Lorraine, right? I couldn't but help use this particular one. So there is that. And now we also have in these dies, we have these stitched things that are going to come on here, and this is going to add some more depth to the bag. So let's go and use this. Yeah, I'm so happy. Started walking again. So for some reason my steps weren't working until I got home. Have no idea what that's all about. But anyways. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on here. This is pretty in pink. But I picked these colors because it went well with another piece of Designer Series paper. So we're just going to put those on there. And now I can just sit and cut that part off. Like I say, a lot of it goes, that'll go on there. Now that that's really on there, what I want to do is I want to kind of roll this cardstock because I want to have some depth. Now, do I need to put something inside it? No. But I do want, so when I put this onto this card, you see how it's going to bulge up a bit. So I'm just going to put it, about like that. And I'm going to put dimensionals here. And this is where those big, tall dimensionals from the paper pumpkin will work really well. Oh. That's no good to have your watch dead. I actually don't put my watch on until I don't put my watch on in the morning. Only when we were away did I put my watch on. Doesn't matter. If Lorraine's with me, her steps are further than mine are. So that's going to go there. And I think I can just stick those back a little bit. I'm going to put one up here and another one here. So you had to double dimensionalize some of those. But see, that's going to go, I think I'm going to almost have to double that one as well. And then I'll put the glue on the bottom. So there, that's going to lift that up. See how that lifts that up? And then I'll put another one on this side as well. Oh, I like these things that create more work, right? A lot of work. It's all right for a swap that I'm doing. I am taking a stamp set that has, my goodness, it's got so much. And you know what? I should have done this, but I wasn't sure how it was going to work. Just going to come in there, and I'm just going to let that set for a bit, and then we're going to do that down. All right, so then what I could have done too was turned around and done some more decorating on this. So I'm going to put the bag, the handle is just going to go here. This person's really into pink. Just like that. Now, just for some people, if you can't see it, think of this. This could also look like your headphones, right? You could have that. So we've got that like there. This is coming on here. It's starting to look beachy. So we've got beach. We've got, what did I say? Summer, the beach. We have it summer. I wouldn't be doing this any other time, that's for sure. Now, what I want to do is I want to have some sunglasses. So I went and I turned around and I think they're going to have pink on the inside. And I do have this done on a sticky sheet. So let's just take those off. Just like that. Like I say, this is such a fun set. Let me just, I need to take something off of there. There we go. So today I got a video of my puppy barking. Yikes. I don't like barking dogs, but she is awfully cute. So let's get that off of there. So we have rose-colored glasses. There's a story about that. Now that is a little off, so I'm just actually going to just trim this. This is going to make it easier that I didn't have to get that right on there. So we've got our glasses on there. Now, one other thing was I thought we need to have, where is that? We need to have, there's a scarf there. And where did my scarf go to? Oh dear. Too much stuff here. I've got a scarf there. See the glasses, aren't they cute like that as well? So my scarf was a certain color, so I was hoping that it was gonna, that's no good. Okay, I've got to get that scarf. So I've got this, and I've got a bit of, let's see, I had this cut out. Well, I want to do this, so I can turn around, and I'm going to use my cut and emboss machine. I thought this scarf would be kind of cute because it's not only pink, but it also has a strawberry slush in there. And I'll find it as soon as I've done this. I know I will. But that's okay. Now this happened to be the celebratory sips that I used on here. So now I could have done it like this, but this is how I want to put this scarf on here. And then, like I say, a lot of little pieces. So let's go ahead and put that scarf on there, and we can put that on with a glue dot. Oop, I don't have that many glue dots here. I said that yesterday. So let's just put that on with a glue dot. And I'm seeing that I'm missing another piece to this. Now what would be really cool is to see some birds up in the sky. And I think I've removed all of the stamp sets that have that. Oh, I found, see, I told you I'd find the scarf. All right, so we have that. And then this is going to go on here somewhere. Now, what I've got here is I also have, in here are some shells. So what I've done is I went and I took some crumb cake paper and my pecan pie. I put my dies into the ink, and then I came out with these. So I wanted to put these shells down here because that gives us the beach illusion, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there. So up there. We're going to put this on with the dimensional. Okay. Oops. And then this will just go here. And then see how we've got this? We could have, whoops, that's not even sticking to there. There we go. We could have our glasses kind of sticking out, but I think they'll kind of go over here. And then, remember this paper from yesterday? This paper, do I have my puppy yet? No, Michelle, I'm not getting my puppy until the 20th of May. I know that sounds like a long ways away. Because of the trip going to Orlando, that's the reason. Anyways, this paper here, so I went ahead and I thought, oh, we got to have drinks at the beach, right? So let's have a drink there. We have another one that we can have right here. And you know what? Let's have 3 maybe. Now, this is not just for one person, so that's covering that part up. But then I've got this one, so let's just go in there. I think this is fun when you can use these for little drinks on the beach or by the pool, right? This is Celebratory Sips, is part of our stamp camp, our international stamp camp. Pre-registration will be sent out in a newsletter this week. So there we go there. We've got these. Do we want to just put those kind of coming out of the hat? Or I mean out of the, not of the hat, out of the bag. Yeah, we can do that. I'm just going to put one dimensional on there. And then I can put all these other ones on there. So let's just put that up there. And then put our drinks down here. It's really cool with the water bottles that we have on this. So I've used actually quite a bit of this one. I used more than what I thought I was going to use today. So, but it has like a lotion bottle, has tags on it. Whoops, this doesn't. Yeah, it's going to be fun when I have the puppy. I'm prepping for it. I haven't puppy-proofed my house yet, but we'll do that as I go. So let's go here. Whoops. This has to go up more. Sorry. So it's not. And then another one right there. So that's fun, right? Let's go there. This is going to go onto this. Now, do we have any of those? I went and I put all my ones away. So I think I'm missing those birds. Oh, but I do have them in here. Are they too big, these birds? I think they might be. Do you think they're too big? Let's see how big they are. What do you think? So this would be, whoops. See how that, whoops, it's not picking that up. They'd be better with the other birds. I know that for a fact. Let's see, would that be too big? They're pretty close, those birds, than if they're that big. I wish there were smaller ones. Are there other ones? Does anybody remember any? Well, I might ruin it by doing this. Let me check something out. I did cut off a piece of that designer series paper. And let's see how it would look. So that paper, do you think that's too big of birds? I think it's okay. They're going on there. So just like that. There we go. And then you also need to have words on there, right? So I'm just going to take a piece of basic white. And what I want to do is on this stamp, it says relax and enjoy. I think I'm just going to have the word relax. And I'm just going to come in with some basic white. We can fussy cut it. What a fun card. And then, let's see, the relax. We're going to come in with some strawberry slush. So relax. Whoops. I moved it. Let's see how that relax will look on here. You could also have, let's see what else they've got in there. Relax and enjoy would have been good across there too. You know what? Boy, nothing like changing my mind. So don't forget, if you want to watch a replay on here, you're going to have to go back. Relax and enjoy. Let's come in with our notes, or I mean our trimmer. Let's close that up. And those spots turned out pretty good on that, or their flowers actually turned out pretty good with the Versamark. Whatchamacallit, this ink is really juicy, so yeah. So let me just take that part off. Michelle, I'm dying to see your scrapbook page that you had when you said you were going to do one of us meeting. Lorraine will get a scrapbook done before I do, I know. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on here. See that wild weed, eh? But, you know, there is where you could do this like, oh, I know. This is like a thing. You know what? I think I'll try that. Jeez, I'm just changing my mind left, right, and sideways, right? Let me see how that would work on there. Where did I put that relax? Tell you. Just grabbing some white. This is just going to go on the inside. And I think at this point we could turn around and put some of those flowers on the inside with our strawberry slush. deeper. Here we go, and that'll change color as well. So let's come in here and let's take this and use our mini cut and emboss. So remember, if you like this, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. Remember, if you are in Canada and don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. And if not, I'd love to help you. If you have any questions, please do reach out. So this could have been a color as well, because that would have been kind of cool as a color. Pretty in pink maybe, where it could have been like a thing there. Let's see what else we've got words wise. Anyways, that's a thought. Gotta figure this out. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. It's funny how yeah, I think a pretty in pink would be good. So I think what I could do is cut this out in pretty in pink. So let me just cut that. I'll quickly do that. That way we've got a couple. Maybe I can use it as a backdrop to it too. Whoops. Ooh, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? And this, I don't know if this is a spot where you can put WD-40 on that. If you've got any ideas how that can be done, I'd love to know. Okay, so this can go here. And what words? I don't think the words are smart to do on there. But I can use this. I'll come in here and just do this onto the back. There we go. And then that can just go in there. Okay, and I'm just going to use a glue dot in there. And that way, if I don't want it, I can take it out. Okay. So here we go here. It's like she's got a magazine even in her thing. That would be cool. There we go. Now, of course, we have to put some gems on there. And I'm really stuck on these ones here. So I'm going to come in with my, these are the strawberry slush ones. And pretty in pink. And yeah, let's go about to use those. There we go. So there's our card. Using the notes and totes. And the celebratory sips, the designer series paper, because we've got some drinks down there, right? Awesome. All right, you guys, remember to create. This is great for the soul. And like I say, if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it. Also, tomorrow, I'm excited about tomorrow. I want to show you something. I have no idea what the card's going to be, but there's something that I learned the other day. And it's using Memento ink, and I can't wait to show you how that works. And I hope that you'll really appreciate another use with your Memento ink. And that's at 4:15 tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon, 4:15 Pacific time. All right, you guys, remember to create because it's great for the soul, and we'll see you at 4:15 tomorrow. Bye for now.